We are at video number 0008. The purpose of life. The student is asking a question. I have everything a person could wish for: wealth, comfort, friends, and health. Yet my heart feels empty. Why is it that even after achieving so much, there is still a sense of dissatisfaction? The Guru replies, you have asked the very question that begins the true journey of life. Most people spend their entire lifetime without asking why they feel incomplete, even when surrounded by abundance. Tell me, what do you think happiness is? The student replies, I thought happiness was having my desires fulfilled, gaining what I wanted, enjoying good food, success, love, and respect. But the joy from these things fades quickly, and soon new desires arise. It feels like a never ending chase. The Guru replies, indeed, what you experience is the nature of worldly happiness. It comes and goes, just as waves rise and fall in the ocean. The Bhagavad Gītā tells us that which arises from contact with sense objects is temporary. It has a beginning and an end, O Arjun. This is from Gita, verse number 22 of chapter 5. So long as our happiness depends on things that change, our happiness too will change. Wealth fades, youth passes. Wealth fades, youth passes, relationships shift, and even the body that carries us grows weak. How then can something impermanent give you permanent joy? The student is asking another question. Then, is true happiness impossible? Are we all destined to live in this endless cycle of desire and disappointment? The Guru replies, no. True happiness, what we call Anand, is not impossible. It is your very nature. You have simply been looking for it in the wrong place. You are not just this body and mind that eat, think, and feel. There is within you something eternal, the real self, the Atman. The body and mind are part of what we call the apparent self. They belong to the changing world. The real self is the unchanging witness of all that happens. The student is asking another question. The real self, is it like the soul? How is it different from the body and mind that I know so well? The Guru replies, yes, you may call it the soul, but understand it deeply. The body is like your outer garment. It changes with time and is eventually discarded. The mind is like the inner garment, filled with thoughts, emotions, and memories, always moving, never still. But the real self is the silent watcher, the one who observes your thoughts, your dreams, your happiness, and your sorrow. You are that unchanging awareness behind all change. The Bhagavad Gita describes it beautifully. Weapons cannot cut it, fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it, and wind cannot dry it. The self is eternal, all pervading, unchanging, immovable, and everlasting. This is from Gita, verse number 23 and 24 from chapter 2. The student is asking another question. But if I am truly this eternal self, why do I feel limited, unhappy, or incomplete? The Guru replies, that is because you have forgotten your true nature. You have mistaken the apparent self for the real self. Imagine an actor who forgets that he is on stage and starts believing he truly is the poor beggar he plays. He will suffer the beggar's pain, though in truth he is not poor. Similarly, you, the eternal self, have identified with your temporary roles, your name, your body, your possessions, your achievements, and so you suffer when they change or disappear. The student is asking another question. Then the cause of my discontent is this wrong identification, thinking I am the body and mind instead of the real self. The Guru replies, exactly. The Gita teaches us that this confusion, ignorance of our true identity, is the root of all sorrow. When you attend only to your apparent self, you live in the realm of becoming, always striving, fearing, desiring. But when you discover your real self, you enter the realm of being, silent, complete, and free. True peace is not found by adding more to life, but by remembering who you already are. True peace is not found by adding more to life, but by remembering who you already are. The student is asking another question. How then can I realize this real self? How can I live in awareness of it while performing my duties in the world? The Guru replies. The Gita guides us with three great paths. Karma Yoga, the path of action. Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. And Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. Number one, Karma Yoga teaches do your duties without attachment to results. Act with sincerity, but surrender the fruits to the divine. This purifies the mind and reduces the ego's hold. Number two, Bhakti Yoga teaches love the divine with all your heart. When your heart overflows with love for something higher than yourself, worldly desires lose their grip. Number three, Gyan Yoga teaches inquire into the nature of the self. Ask, who am I? And realize that you are not the body, not the mind, but pure consciousness itself. By walking these paths with patience and sincerity, the illusion of separateness fades and you awaken to your true identity as the eternal self. A student is asking another question. What happens when one truly realizes this? What is life like for such a person? The Guru replies, when one realizes the real self, the chains of sorrow and fear break forever. The person lives in the world but is not bound by it, like a lotus leaf that touches the water but remains dry. The Gita calls such a person a sthit pragya, one of steady wisdom. He who is unattached to external pleasures and finds happiness in the self, that person is truly a yogi. It is from Gita, verse number 21 of chapter 5. Such a one does not run away from life, but embraces it fully with love, compassion, and clarity. His joy flows from within and shines upon everyone around him. The student is asking another question. So, The true purpose of life is not to accumulate wealth or pleasure, but to realize who we truly are. The Guru replies, yes, that is the supreme purpose. To awaken to your real self, to live in the awareness that you are not a limited being struggling for happiness, but happiness itself. Worldly pursuits have their place. They help you learn, grow, and serve others. But they are not the goal. GOAL. They are the means through which you discover that what you sought outside has always been within. The student is asking another question. I understand now. The journey of life is not about becoming something, but remembering what I already am: eternal, blissful, and whole. WHOLE. The Guru replies, that remembrance is the true liberation, moksha. Live with that awareness, and your every action becomes sacred. Your every moment a meditation. The world will still change, but you will remain unshaken, like the deep ocean beneath the waves. This is the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. Not merely to read it, but to live it, to see through the veil of the apparent self and realize the radiant truth of your real self. The student is asking another question. I bow to you. My heart feels light. For the first time, I understand that the purpose of life is not to find happiness, but to be happiness. The Guru replies, yes, remember always, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean contained within a drop. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean contained within a drop. Live in that awareness, and life will unfold as a divine play, full of peace, purpose, and joy that never fades. Summary message for you. Worldly happiness is temporary because it depends on change. True happiness arises from knowing the real self, Atman, eternal, unchanging consciousness. The cause of sorrow is identifying with the apparent self, body, and mind. The purpose of life is to realize and live as the real self through right action, karma yoga, devotion, bhakti yoga, and knowledge, jnana yoga. Liberation, moksha, is not found in renouncing the world, but in renouncing ignorance and remembering who we truly are. Hari Om.